bright and early. We are getting ready to move. We want to try to get most, if not all, of this 13-mile incline done before it gets too hot, before the sun's out. So hopefully we can do that. It seems like it's a pretty steady incline, but it is 13 miles of up, so I'm not looking terribly forward to it. Either way, I'm hoping for a great day and hoping to actually bust out some miles. Well, this is cool. Here's a tree house that hikers can sleep in. It's just across the street from the resort there. Wish I would have looked into this. It would have probably been fun to sleep up there. There's a resort down there and the bridge we crossed. Making our way up here. Like I said, this is a 14 mile incline, which is pretty crazy. I hope it goes well, and that it's slightly cooler today than it was yesterday. But I don't know about all that. I'm sure yesterday's video is probably lacking a little bit, especially at the end of the day there. A lot of the times, like when I'm swimming or, you know, doing something fun like that, I just kind of get in the moment and don't really think to take out the GoPro to vlog. And then at the end of the day or the next day, I realize I got no footage. And what am I supposed to do then? Hope y'all will forgive me for that. Sometimes it's nice to just kind of leave the camera in the pack and enjoy whatever the hell it is that we're doing. And sometimes I just forget, which was more so the case yesterday. I'm a good bit of the way up this climb. We still have a few more miles up to go, but we're getting there. It's already freaking hot. I've kind of been in forested area like this, but when you hit these burn areas, it's still quite exposed because there's no canopy above you. But I'm surprised how quick I am moving despite the heat and the climbing. As I've been hiking this morning, I've been thinking about the channel and these videos a little bit. I know Chap had recommended that maybe I try doing daily vlogs rather than a video every other day, you know, 2 days per video. And I'm thinking I may give that a try, mostly to sort of lighten the workload a little bit and decrease upload time whenever I get into towns. But essentially, instead of having, you know, a 20-minute video covering 2 days, releasing every other day, I'll release a video every day and it'll be like 10 minutes long and just cover that single day. I didn't really want to change it up, but we're creeping up on the halfway point. Or if we want to change something like that, halfway point may be a good time to do it. And if it doesn't work out or doesn't really, you know, decrease the workload like I think it will, then I'll just go back to the way it was. I'm sure that by the time this episode releases, that change will have already been made. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. If you would like the daily vlog, or if you like it the way it is. Here we are, 1300. And that's a marker that I don't have to make this time. Almost done with this fucking climb. It means we are 25 miles from the halfway point. So we'll be hitting that tomorrow for sure. The crew and I have been doing the school photo looking pictures at each of the more recent 100-mile markers. So it's a shame that I'm here by myself, but I guess I'll have to snap a regular selfie with it. Well, it appears I'm done with this 14-mile climb. And it was brutal. I don't know that I've ever done a climb that was that long. I've done a lot of like 8-mile climbs, but 14's whole new level. And now we are very exposed because we're in a burn area and it's just very hot. So I'm gonna try to find a spot to take lunch. I think the other folks are all still ahead. I don't know if I'll see them for lunch or not, but I'm about ready to stop. It's 12:24. So yeah, maybe around 1 o'clock we'll plan to stop somewhere. It starts to flatten out a little bit after this, I think. We do still have, you know, some smaller climbs through the day, but the rest of the day looks much more manageable than this morning was. Found the spot for lunch to sit in a bunch of fucking soot. Ate mad meat today, but I'm gonna go for this freeze-dried ice cream sandwich. I think I've had one of these one time and it was very strange. I got this out of a hiker box at the store yesterday, amongst many other things. I got a bunch of fucking meat sticks, and I think there's a backpacker's pantry in here too that I'll probably do for dinner. I don't usually take shit out of hiker boxes, but there were some fucking goods in there. So we're gonna get cooled off and take a little break and then get back at it, I guess. Still walking, still sweating, still dying. Took a little break with CC back at a water source there. Filled up my water bottles. We're trying to do like 10 more. Chap and Ghost Rider are up ahead still. Haven't seen much of anyone today. I've been pretty much alone throughout this whole hike, but that's okay. I kind of like that, as y'all know. I'm still thinking about this 30-mile day. I'll see how I feel toward the end of the day. I mean, my Achilles are really sore right now. I still probably have like 8 miles to hit that 28, that campsite at 28 miles. But if I could stick it out and do another 2 just to say that I got a 30 done, that would be pretty sweet. I don't necessarily need to do that today either. This was a tough day. Very hot and a lot of up. I think we're all struggling a little bit. But if I put up some big numbers today, that would make me feel much better about the lazy day we had yesterday. Alright, we made it to camp finally. We did a 29-mile day. Biggest day ever. Chaps back there, Ghost Rider, CC. And I think I'm going to set up here. Maybe I'll finally do this tent setup for y'all since I haven't yet. But we got to do another fucking 0.3 down and then 0.3 back up to get our water. So I grabbed a shit ton. I got like 6 liters. That'll be plenty for tonight and for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm ready to get something to eat and get the fuck to sleep. Alright, I know I forgot to do the tent setup, but I am over here. And now I've got the backpacker's pantry going. This is my first one of these on the PCT for sure. But I got this out of the hiker box yesterday too. I've been thinking about it all day and I'm excited. All right, y'all, I am in my tent. I had a great backpacker's pantry thing for dinner. It was really good. I'm exhausted and I have a lot of editing to do yet, so I'm gonna get to it. Great day today. Very long day, very hot day, but I still had fun, and yeah, it's a memorable one for sure. Tomorrow, I think pretty early on, we're going to hit the halfway point, halfway done. And then we're going to push to the road where we can get into Chester, and we have a room for the night in Chester tomorrow. So that's exciting. Got a couple bugs flying around in my tent I'm going to have to kill, so it just landed in my eye. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all in the morning. I'm going to give a shout out to Flo, aka Flo Daddy. Good night, y'all. Some fellow hiker wrote this for us outside our camp. How nice. We depressed. Good morning, people. I'm just getting on my feet. My Achilles are killing me. They're all split open again. Got them all taped up. Let's see how we do here. Slept great. Slept too great. Again, didn't get any editing done, so I have a lot to catch up on in town tonight. But that's alright. We have about 15.8 or something like that to get to the highway, where we can hopefully catch this shuttle. The hotel that we're staying at offers a shuttle, so I don't know if we have to call them ahead of time or if there's a schedule or what, but should make it easy to get into town, hopefully. It looks like we have a bit of a climb this morning, and then after that, a long, steady decline. So I'm ready for a nice long decline for sure. We're creeping up on the halfway point. I think it's somewhere near the top of this climb, so that's exciting. I told Chap a couple days ago I'd sing the Bon Jovi song because at least that's sort of a song that I like, not like the fucking 500-mile song that I can't stand. But hopefully he forgot about that because I don't really feel like singing this morning. It's wild that we're in 100-degree weather, heat advisory, and you can still see patches of snow out there. I realize that's at higher elevation, but still crazy to me. Like, the snow out here never goes away. We are halfway done with the Pacific Crest Trail, ladies and gentlemen. How fucking crazy. I got a little emotional on my way up here, but I've managed to hold it together since I've been here at the monument. The other three were here with me. They just left. We took a little snack break, but you know, when I made the decision to hike this trail this year, I thought about it for a long time, and I made the decision when I was in Florida hiking the Ocean to Lake Trail. That's sort of when I announced that I was going to do this. And I told myself that I wouldn't be strict on myself. And, you know, that kind of meant a couple different things. The AT was a little different. You know, I was a purist. I was hiking every inch of that trail, and I was going to hike that trail no matter what. There was nothing that was going to take me off the AT. You know, unless I got very seriously injured and physically could no longer walk, I was making it to Katahdin. As far as the whole purist mindset goes, I mean, that's out the door already for me. There's fires blazing just north of here, and our continuous footsteps are about to be broken. At least that's what it's looking like. So I'm just gonna have to live with that and not be strict in that way. But when I said that, I also meant, finishing hiking this whole trail. I had a lot of reasons for doing this hike. I had to heal from a lot of things. I needed to make some decisions about my life. I needed to come up with a plan for, what was next for me. And I feel like I got those things figured out very early on in this hike. And if I'm being 100% transparent and honest, for the last several weeks, maybe even the last 2 months, I genuinely thought that this halfway point may be my finish line. I mean, I'm continuing to grow out here each day. I know I bitch and complain a lot, but I do have a lot of fun out here. This backpacking is a huge passion of mine, and I love doing this more than anything, but I feel like I've gotten what I needed from this hike already. At this point, I'm just hiking to, have the bragging rights to say that I finished the entire PCT, but I'm constantly weighing whether or not achieving that goal, having that bragging right, is worth the time and money that I'm spending out here. I'm a blue collar boy. I really don't have a lot of money. This hike's cost me a lot more than I thought it was going to. I do have a little bit of money coming in, from making these videos and from all of you generous folks that have sent me some virtual trail magic, and that stuff has helped so much. And I'm so thankful for that. But, I have a lot of things that I'm looking forward to when I get home, things that I'm going to need money to get started on, to get started on these things with. And, I'm also well aware that I may never get this chance again. Even if I did get the chance again, I'm not sure that I would hike the first half of this trail again. I would probably just start from wherever I left off. And all this shit being said, I'm not quitting today. I'm still here. I'm still moving north. I'm still having fun out here, but I'm going to be okay with whatever happens. If that's making it to Canada, so be it. If I continue to have these ongoing feelings to the point where I'm not enjoying myself like I want to be, and, I ultimately decide to cut this short, then I'm going to be happy with that decision also. I will not leave the PCT unless I'm 100% certain. I know that. I very much am a person who overthinks every decision, that I make. And I'm really not much of a quitter. I have a hard time with failure. I have a hard time with giving up on things. I usually stick things out, to the very end. And a lot of times that's to a fault. And that's something that I need to work on as well. But I've had an amazing experience out here. I've met some incredible people. I've had some moments out here that I'll remember for the rest of my life that have changed my life. And yeah, we're going to keep riding with this for now and see how things go. My friends at home, I miss all you guys so much. I miss my family. I miss my cat. I have a lot of things I'm looking forward to. And, that's what's causing me to give you this long ramble right now. I'm excited about what's to come in my life, and I haven't been able to say that very many times, in recent years. So I'm excited for what the future holds, and I'm ready to build a life that I'm proud of and content with. All that being said, I appreciate all you guys sticking around for this ride. I appreciate, all the trail magic, all the views. I appreciate y'all watching fucking ads that no one wants to watch, and you know, all the words of encouragement, and you know, I've gotten so much more support than I ever thought that I would have, you know, on this channel thus far. So thank you all so much. We still have 8 miles to do today. I'm gonna try to get to Chester as early as we can, so we have a decent Nero. And yeah, 1,325 miles to Canada, and this second half is going to go quicker than the first, that's for sure. Enough with this mushy shit. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Hold on, like we gotta do this for real, like as we're going to town.
Yep.
At least I'll have time for our shoes to dry. Let's do this. No.
Alright, so our shoes have been dry for weeks. Oh, 2 weeks maybe. All of a sudden the trail just ends in a bog. And you can see where people are getting stuck.
Damn, it's deep too. Oh yeah. Well, Chap went in. Got his booty cheeks and his bottom pocket wet. That's all right.
So too bad we didn't have the cameras rolling. When I stepped in, I hit a slick spot. I went all the way down.
Yeah. We've heard some talk over the last handful of days about the NorCal Blues, or the Sierra Blues, or whatever. Just talking about this area that we're in, how people are ready to be done with California and on to Oregon and something new. And I get it, man. Like, just looking at like the burned area, like this is what we've been hiking through for days now. That's why I haven't filmed a whole lot, or at least not as much as usual. There's really not a whole lot to show you. Everything's just burned up. And then you get areas like this where it's super exposed and hot. It's just not the most beautiful area of the PCT, but I don't know. To me, it's kind of beautiful in its own way. Something different, but yeah, I'm definitely ready to see something else besides charred trees. Really, I know that we're going to be seeing a lot more of that coming up, and probably through the rest of the hike. Anyway, I see some cars coming down this road just up ahead, so that means that we're about at the highway here to get a ride into Chester. Ghost Rider had pushed ahead. Joey was picking her up in his car. I don't know if they're waiting for us or not, but it might be an easy way to get into town and get to our hotel and start getting our shit together. All right, we are in Chester at the hotel. They're letting us check in early, so we're heading up to our room now. Chap CC and I are going to share a room, and Joey and Ghost Rider are rooming together, so let's go take a look. He was meeting at the trailhead for us, so that was kind of nice and easy. He had watermelon and beer and whatever else, a little trail magic for us. Here's a room. Ooh. Best pro tip is to always pre-rinse your socks before laundry. You will provide me with an air of pure blood, so that comatose. Alright everyone, I just had a late dinner of Chinese food that was quite mediocre in my opinion, but hit the spot and I'm full for the moment at least. I'm gonna close out for the night because it's gonna be getting dark soon, and I'm sure we're all gonna be falling asleep shortly. I think we're all planning to sleep in tomorrow and probably not hit the trail until, you know, midday or something like that. no real reason to rush out of here. I'm glad we have a nice room, and it's been a nice day so far, but we didn't really get out a whole lot. We're all just kind of laying around and being lazy, so I'm sorry there wasn't a whole lot to show you. Just kind of laying in bed and fucking around on our phones and shit. I hope you all have a great night. I appreciate you watching as always, and I want to give a shout out to All Day from the AT. Peace out, everyone. Talk to you tomorrow.